Good morning. I have an exciting announcement.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Today is Thursday.
Oh my God, that is so exciting.
No. Wait, what? What is so exciting?
It's almost Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Oh.
That is exciting.
So, get excited.
I'm so excited to get started.
I take your position. It's showtime.
Yeah.
My God, it's Thursday, cusp of the weekend. It's the last day of November.
This is it.
Oh, and happy anniversary to you and Wendy.
Why did I already blow that this morning?
Yeah, well, real smooth. Real smooth.
It's my math skills. They suck.
Yes.
So I signed the card. Happy 29th, honey. It's only our 27th. I'm hoping she gives the card back to me so I can give it back to her in a couple years.
Yeah, that's...
Cards ain't cheap these days.
No, they're not.
No.
That's right. No. Good ones.
Right.
$5-6.
I know, right?
Yep.
What the? So mad at myself now. Yeah. Oh, well. Makes for a good laugh, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Remember that time?
Yeah. Remember? All right. Hey, well, welcome to it. We almost hit a record yesterday, Dave.
Oh, how warm did we get? Anyway, I never did see the official.
In Fargo, 50.
Wow.
And the old record, or still the record, 52.
52.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were close.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, this weekend looks great, too. Like 40 on Sunday.
Yeah, that Fox forecast for the next few days, 30s. But by, like Dave said, by Sunday, we'll be close to that 40 mark. And looking ahead, looking into the middle of next week, those 50s could come back.
Wow.
How about that?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Leonard Golf Course is still open.
There you go. Check it out for yourself. Look at it anytime. It's there at 1079thefox.com. We've got 24 at 6:05.
And here it is, the 30th day of November. Last one, kids. This is what's shaking in our corner of the globe. That mysterious dog illness that's been making its way through the nation has officially hit home here in Fargo and has even claimed the life of at least one area dog. A doctor from the Castleton Vet says that offices are battling everywhere. He says the Fargo-Moorhead area is not alone. It's across the U.S. right now. He says he saw 5 himself that day.
Wow.
He says the most difficult part of the illness is that there's still so much unknown about it. They don't know if it's a virus or a bacteria. They have no idea. It's like kennel cough, but it can develop into pneumonia. Yeah. Toys are supposed to be fun, but for kids with disabilities, playing with them isn't always possible. But a group of engineering students at North Dakota State University are working to change that this holiday season. NDSU's electrical and computer engineering building felt more like Santa's workshop than a classroom. The group of engineering students are using their talents to make adaptive toys for children of all abilities.
How about that?
That's awesome. Wow. Are you kidding me? Subway will add foot-long cookies to their menu early next year.
Foot-long cookies?
Yeah. Some locations are going to be giving them out for free next Monday for National Cookie Day.
Wow.
BuzzFeed is asking people about the worst gift they've ever received. One person said their grandmother once gave them a squishy toilet seat. You ever sat on one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, but after a while, hey... You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you're in there extended times enough that your legs go to sleep and stuff, you know.
Your bum appreciates it.
Sweaty, it's gross.
There is that.
In music news, John Bon Jovi says lots of big surprises are in store for the band's 40th anniversary next year.
All right.
One thing that could be understood is what you count on unreleased and somewhat forgotten Bon Jovi songs to be released, says John. He says whether it's lyric books or photographs and videos and films and things, he says, I have no idea. I was such a hoarder.
Oh, wow.
So the 40th anniversary is going to be a be-all, end-all box set.
All right.
Bon Jovi's been in Nashville recently working on a new album.
Yeah, I heard Richie's coming back. He said,
oh, good.
For the 40th,
oh, good.
I have to, right?
Yep.
That's what he kind of said.
Building bridges again. That's good. Making amends. In advance of Kiss's final live shows, New York City has prepared a Music to Light show on the world-famous Empire State Building. That's for tonight.
Yeah.
One of the band's most iconic photos was taken on the 86th floor observation deck back in 76.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons were called that day. Paul said it was pretty awesome to be up there. We climbed the ladder in those boots. He said it was a pretty interesting time.
Oh, I bet it was.
Oh, my God, you imagine?
Yes.
The ceremonial lighting display set to their 1975 hit Rock and Roll All Night will illuminate the building from dusk until 2 a.m. Eastern time tonight and can be viewed online through the Empire State Building live cam.
I'll have to go check it out.
Everybody can check it out if they want to. The illumination will show silver to represent the KISS logo and red, purple, blue, and green to honor each band's character's iconic color. KISS, who formed, of course, in New York City in 1973, going to play their final concerts at MSG, Madison Square Garden, tomorrow and Saturday night.
And they say that's it, but they've said that before.
A lot of bands have.
Yeah.
Yep, right. And finally, in music news, New Kids on the Block are going on a 2024 tour.
Okay.
You can buy your tickets now or just wait until they're free the night of the show. There you go. And that's your news for right now.
All right. Hey, coming up this morning, we got Farley coming in with his favorite things to do in Bozeman, Montana. For those that are making the trip for the playoff game on Saturday, you might want to tune in for that.
Bless your hearts if you're making it. We're going to help you out.
That's right. Plus, if you want to fill your fridge for the holidays, make sure you're listening at 8:15. Your sports coming up next.
We know it's going to be a fun environment. You talked about 22,000 fans out at their place, and I think it looks like the weather is going to be decent for early December, and I'm sure it'll be a highly contested game on Saturday. So I know our players are looking forward to it, and I got to believe Coach Vegan will have his group ready to go as well.
Yeah, and if you're making the trip to Bozeman, Montana, well, and plan on doing some tailgating, you know what? We've got that ultimate tailgate package up for grabs again this week, presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. For your chance to win free meat, free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team, all you have to do is be a fan on the Fox on Facebook. Look for our post there right now. And we'll be drawing one lucky fan tomorrow for that prize package. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. All right, meanwhile, did you hear Aaron Rodgers returned to practice yesterday, exactly 11 weeks after surgery on his torn Achilles?
Yeah, showed up with his L.A. doctor, was it? Another person and a witch woman named Phyllis.
That's his posse these days.
I guess it is.
That's who he's rolling with. He was cleared for functional football activity, but not for contact. So you can't hit him. That's too bad.
Yeah, that is bittersweet.
Yeah, too soon to say whether Rodgers will actually play again this season. A lot of rumblings, of course. There's no need to if the Jets aren't even in playoff contention. And right now they're not.
Why risk it for good?
Right.
Goodness sake, it's been 11 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Week 13 in the NFL. Week 13 already, man.
I know.
Kicks off tonight with Thursday Night Football. Should be a dandy. The Seahawks and the Cowboys. Did you know the Cowboys have not beaten a team yet this season with a winning record?
Ha!
So the Seahawks maybe could be their first.
Yeah.
We'll see. Vikings, of course, with the bye this weekend. Also tonight, the Wolves host the Jazz, and the Wild are at the Predators. And that's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast, mostly sunny and 36 today. Tonight's low in the teens. Tomorrow back to the 30s. We'll stay through the weekend, most of it through the 30s. But by early again next week, we could see 40s, and by the middle of next week, maybe 50s. It's all there for you at 1079thefox.com. We've got 24 now at 614.
And coming up, we've got an online shopping hack that could maybe save you some bucks. We'll tell you about it coming up.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
You and Marge do a lot of online shopping.
We do. Yeah, more so nowadays than ever, yeah.
In fact, that's how you bought that recent couch.
That sweet, tiny couch that Marge found.
Not once, but twice, right?
Like a doll couch or something. I don't know.
Well, this is interesting. They say there's an easy online shopping hack. You put stuff in your cart and just leave it there, and sites have been known to track abandoned orders and give out offerings of additional discounts to get you to pull the trigger and buy.
I can confirm that. I can confirm. I do that all the time. And I didn't do it as a hack. I just did it like, oh, I'd love to get this, put it in the cart, and then I leave. You know. Right. But then I'll get some kind of a message, and they'll be like, we noticed you still have stuff in your cart. It's just been on sale. It's now 20% off. And I'll be like, oh, all right. And then I'll pull the trigger. You know.
There you go.
So, yeah, that confirmed that does work. I can confirm it.
So, yeah, you should get a message, like Dave said, or an email saying that there's a discount on that.
I mean, it was something I forgot I did.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, oh, it was like a T-shirt place. And they were like, we noticed there's still some things in your queue, you know. It's now cheaper.
Sure. Now, the one risk you could face is that if you leave it too long in your cart and you do want it hoping to get that discount, but by the time you pull the trigger,
it's gone.
It's either gone or it's too late to get here in time for Christmas.
Yeah, well, then you're a dummy. And it's your own fault.
Yeah, that's true. But, hey, try it again. Get a deal by just leaving stuff in your cart.
Yeah, I mean, if it's nothing you care it's too much about,
Right.
you're like, yeah, I'll roll the bones on this, see if I can get it cheaper. Yeah, go ahead. But if it's something you really want, just get it.
You should-
We got 3.5 weeks till Christmas.
Right. You still have some time.
You still got time.
So there's a good chance that you might end up with a third tiny couch.
It's supposed to come today.
Hey!
Our second tiny couch.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
So there's this British woman, Dave, and she's trying to figure out why her phone has a random alarm that goes off every single day at 9:25 a.m.
You've got it set something somehow, and you don't know how to stop it, I guess.
She says she has never set it.
Basically, I have an alarm that goes off every morning at 9:25 a.m. without fail every single morning. And I do not have an alarm set at 9:25, nor have I ever had an alarm set at 9:25 a.m. This alarm has transferred through phones. So every time because when you get a new iPhone, you can transfer your data over, because I don't want to start fresh. My 9:25 alarm comes with it, and it's the most stressful thing. And I'm also convinced I'm going to die at 9:25 in the morning at some point. It's like a prediction of my death.
Yeah, so again, it's a very weird, bizarre glitch with her phone. And not only just this phone, but her past phones as well. Apparently,
So, somewhere down the line, earlier on, she got drunk and set an alarm so she wouldn't be late for something at 9:25.
I didn't know that like setting an alarm would pass along from phone to phone to phone when they transfer the data from one phone to the next. But apparently in this case it has.
I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Or does she have like a husband or a boyfriend who just loves pranking her?
Or that.
You know what I mean?
Oh, there.
I mean, but she makes it sound like she can't even turn it off. She doesn't even know where to go to turn it off.
So what is she saying? It's haunted or something?
No, just that it has a bizarre glitch to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no matter which, if somebody's like, oh, get a new phone. She does that, it still happens.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's saying it's being transferred through the data when they download all the old data from the old phone to put it on the new phone.
You'd think Tim over at Verizon would be able to figure that out.
I know, right?
This is the Fox Morning Show.
Now, here's what's trending on 107.9 The Fox.
Taking your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.
Oh my God, we all are familiar with that song.
Oh yeah, man, it's a lovely tune. It is the theme to Cheers.
For me, it's kind of a comfort song.
Well,
I love that
it's
show.
a gentle song. It's a nice song, and it's a great show. You know,
Right?
so yeah, totally, yeah.
Right, the theme song from Cheers. Well, there's a TikToker out there who is sharing his theory that the Friends theme song, or at least the lyrics, are actually just another verse in the theme song to Cheers.
Are you saying it's ripped off?
Well, he's saying that you can take the lyrics from Friends.
Oh, and it'll match up the beat?
And put it right into the Cheers song, and it works. And so he did it. He played the piano part while singing the Friends theme song. Tell me if you think it works.
Okay.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you're broke, your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in the second gear. So grab yourself a beer where everybody knows your name. I rest my case.
That's funny.
Man. Hard to argue
Now do
that.
Sanford and Son.
That'd be the prequel.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it works. It's kind of weird.
That's weird, yeah.
But let's listen to the original again.
All
all those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail. And
but, we were always, at least I was, only really aware of the TV version of the song, right?
There's actually a whole song.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I've never actually listened to other verses of this song, like this verse here.
Yeah.
Have you heard this verse?
I've heard the whole song. Yeah, it's weird.
Roll out of bed, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright. And your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl. Be glad there's one place in the world where everybody knows your name.
Okay, I've never heard that verse before.
Yeah, it's a funny verse. I don't know why they didn't play it in the show to end it or something. Yeah.
It almost sounded like a Folgers commercial at first.
It did, yeah. Mr. Coffee's dead.
So I learned 2 things today.
That's awesome. You should always learn at least one thing, so you've already doubled it.
That's right.
You want to go where everybody knows your name.
Morning, I have an exciting announcement.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Today is Thursday.
Oh my God, that is so exciting.
No. Wait, what? What is so exciting?
It's almost Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Oh.
That is exciting.
So get excited.
I'm so excited to get started.
Take your position. It's showtime.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Friday Eve. Boy, we talked about this yesterday. This week has whistled by.
Absolutely has.
Had a coworker, stop me in the hallway and wish me a, happy almost the weekend kind of thing. And we both agreed, too, that, this week is just flowing
mackerel,
by.
Yeah. I'm not complaining.
No.
I don't want to rush through life. But
no.
Just to the weekend.
Yeah. Can we just get all the weekends up first in our life? Because, you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Let's just do all the weekends first. It's like eat dessert first and then the main course later.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
All right. Boy, yesterday was beautiful. Let's just do yesterday all over again. That was nice, too. That Fox forecast almost hit a record yesterday again, if you haven't heard. 52, the old record. We got to 50, so close. Today, no, not even close. It's we're looking at mid to upper 30s.
Our friends up in Grand Forks hit a record yesterday. They hit 50.
Yeah. Tonight, teens, and then the rest of the week, 30s, and by next week, again, 40s and 50s. So, man, fall's not over yet.
I love it, right?
Yeah,
who said winter, right? Yeah, we're due a good fall.
For sure.
You bet. Next week looks gorgeous.
That full Fox forecast anytime at 1079thefox.com. We got 23 at 7:03.
Here it is, last day of November 2023. Welcome to your Thursday. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. That mysterious dog illness that's been making its way through the nation has officially hit home here in Fargo. It has sadly even claimed the life of at least one area dog. Doc over at Castleton Vet says that offices are battling it everywhere. They said the FM area is not alone in that fight. It's the whole U.S. He said he himself saw 5 alone that day. The most difficult part of the illness is that there's so much unknown about it still.
Yeah.
Toys are supposed to be fun, but for kids with disabilities, playing with them isn't always possible. But a group of engineering students at NDSU, well, they're not going to have it. They're working to change that this holiday season. NDSU's electrical and computer engineering geniuses felt more like Santa's workshop in that building than a classroom. They said they're working on their talents, using their talents to work on adaptive toys for children of all abilities.
Nice.
Absolutely. Stand-up thing to do. Walmart's recalling peaches, plums, and nectarines linked with a listeria outbreak.
Ooh.
This will impact roughly a half dozen Walmart customers who went there to buy fruit. According to a new study, people who are addicted to social media are narcissists.
What?
You like to see how many likes you got on something, or how many people were enthralled that you had a Monte Cristo for lunch and you had to post that picture to let everybody know. American CEOs and hiring managers say that by 2033, just 10 years, every job will be a tech job.
Wow.
And tech knowledge will be a must-have for employment.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In music news, John Bon Jovi says a lot of big surprises are in store for the band's 40th anniversary next year. He said he had no idea he was such a hoarder. Books, photographs, videos, films. He goes, the 40th anniversary is going to be a be-all, end-all box set. They're currently working on a new album down there in Nashville.
I don't know how many times his wife said, John, can you just throw that away?
Yep.
Throw it out already.
Attic's full.
What do you need with that old T-shirt anyway?
In advance of Kiss's final live shows, New York City has prepared a Music to Light show on the world-famous Empire State Building. It's tonight.
Yeah.
One of the band's most iconic photos was taken on the 86th floor observation deck in 1976. Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons recalled that day. Paul said it was pretty awesome to be up there. We climbed the ladder in those boots. It was a pretty interesting time. Man, Gene added, he said, we were nuts. We would do anything you could imagine. Let's go to the top of the Empire State Building and hang over the side for a photo. That'll look cool. Let's go.
All right.
The illumination will show silver to represent the KISS logo and red, purple, blue, and green to honor each band's character iconic color.
Yeah.
They'll play their final concerts at Madison Square Garden. They started in New York City in 1973. They're going to end it at MSG tomorrow night and Saturday night. The ceremonial lighting display, it'll be set to rock and roll all night.
Nice.
Yeah. It'll be illuminating the building once it gets dusk until 2 a.m. And again, you can see it online through the Empire State Building live cam.
And don't forget,
tonight.
Sunday will be KISS, our artist spotlight will be on them. So.
And rightly so.
Yeah,
so
right,
that'll be, you don't want to miss that on Sunday.
Too bad, because they did the lighting of the Christmas tree
at Rockefeller Center downtown, yeah.
In New York City last night. Too bad they didn't get KISS to perform there for that.
That would have been cool.
Right?
Gene would have done it.
All right.
Or send someone out to do it. A Connecticut woman is suing the salad chain Chopped after an employee's chopped off finger ended up in her salad.
Ooh.
She didn't realize it until she was eating it and started chewing on something weird.
Ew.
Man, that's gross.
Does that make you a cannibal?
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Well, she didn't swallow it, I hope.
Okay.
But, what if, now you got a cold sore on your lip. Great. Guy's a carrier of everything. And finally, Kraft is introducing Not Mac and Cheese.
What?
Featuring a vegan, dairy-free alternative to its usual cheese.
All right.
It'll be showing up in stores soon. It'll come in 2 varieties, gross and gross with shells. And that's your news for now.
Headlines brought to you by Next Blue of North Dakota PPO. Again, coming up this morning, Farley's favorite things to do in Bozeman, Montana. If you're making the trip to Bozeman for the playoff game on Saturday, you're going to want to make sure you tune in for that. That's coming up here shortly. Or if you've been to Bozeman, leave your suggestion now on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. And then again, next hour, if you want to fill your fridge for the holidays, make sure you catch that next keyword at 8:15. Some Bison football news for you next in sports.
It's going to be a fun environment. You talked about 22,000 fans out at their place, and I think it looks like the weather's going to be decent for early December, and I'm sure it'll be a highly contested game on Saturday. So I know our players are looking forward to it, and I got to believe Coach Vegan will have his group ready to go as well.
Yeah, and if you're making the trip to Bozeman to do some tailgating, well, we've got the ultimate tailgate package available once again this week for you to win, all presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. You're on our fan page on Facebook right now. You can see it live, our display of meat from Valley Made. Give them the Vanna White Day.
It is. It's lovely. Look at all that charcuterie and whatnots.
Yeah, you could win the free meat, the free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team. Just make sure you're a fan of the Fox on Facebook. We'll be drawing one lucky fan tomorrow. It's all there at 1079thefox.com. Wow, how about this? Aaron Rodgers returned to practice yesterday, exactly 11 weeks after surgery on his torn Achilles. He's cleared for functional football activity.
Wow.
But not contact. Don't you dare hit him.
Don't you touch him.
They say it's too soon to say whether Rodgers will actually play again this season, but he's getting ready to. It is pretty amazing. Maybe there is something in that stuff he's smoking.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah. That and his own witch doctor. He's got his own witch doctor, too.
Phyllis, yeah. Lovely woman, I'm sure.
A little strange looking, but aren't they all? Week 13 in the NFL kicks off tonight with Thursday Night Football. Should be a good one. The Seahawks and the Cowboys. Our Vikings with the bye this week. They're still trying to figure out their starting quarterback situation as well. Well, Justin Jefferson is. Can't wait to find out again who's going to be starting for us come Week 14. Also tonight, the Wolves host the Jazz and the Wild are at the Predators. That's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast today, 36. Tonight, 17. Tomorrow, 31. The rest of your workday forecast and weekend forecast can be found at 1079thefox.com. We got 23 at 7:15.
Well, you're road tripping west this weekend. If you go into Bozeman, we got Farley coming in. His favorite things to do in Bozeman, Montana. Who knew?
Yeah.
We'll ask about it coming up.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show
on 107.9 The Fox.
Well, finally, our Bison are off to Bozeman, Montana for second round of the FCS playoffs this Saturday.
You know, I'm not going to lie, early on in this season, and granted, they only had the 3 losses, right, against SDSU, USD, and UND.
UND, yeah.
But it's just been a weird season. I'm surprised that we're in the second round of the playoffs. I'm not going to lie, yeah.
Dude, we had a 40-point spread on the last team we played.
Right, well, I know that, yes. But, I mean, just the way that they've been playing all year, I mean, it's not what we've been used to. We haven't had tons of blowouts like we're used to. It's just, little weird, dumb things here and there.
Well, it's going to get tougher now. Yeah. We have to hit the road.
Not used to that.
No, and we're playing tougher seeds now.
Yeah, right.
The Bobcats of Montana State.
Bozeman. Weren't you just in Bozeman for something?
No, that was Idaho.
Oh, you're in Idaho.
Close.
Montana, Idaho. It's kind of the same.
They're interchangeable.
Less potatoes in Bozeman, but
we've been kind of wondering, for those that are going to make the trip, what is there to do in Bozeman?
Oh, man. There's a place, I've been there a couple times.
Oh, you have been?
My sister used to live in Billings.
Okay.
And I think it's in Bozeman. It's called Montana Ale Works. It's a super awesome brewery, restaurant place. Check it out. It's great. It's awesome.
What's the name again?
Montana Ale Works.
Okay.
I kind of Googled it. I saw Bozeman Spirits Distillery.
Sure.
That looked fun. Did you go there?
No. And this was probably, 6, 7, 8 years ago. So there's probably way more cool places like that to go.
They put in Gallatin Canyon, it sounds like. That might be something new.
Yeah, right.
We are going to call the visitor center of Bozeman tomorrow to get, a real list of stuff that we can check out that might be fun.
Even, you know what, if you're driving out there, which if you're going, you probably are. I mean, it's beautiful out there. Once you get past Bismarck, you know how beautiful it gets. Yeah. And you get out to Bozeman area, it's so cool out there.
But most of it is stuff you just, it's a lot of nature stuff, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, not the ladies. No, not the Montana mountain ladies.
Well, if you want the ladies, you go to the 18 thrift shops they have in Bozeman.
Well, you would love that, Dave.
I would love that. You never know the weird crap you're going to find, like antique stores or whatnot,
A lot of stuff with arrowheads.
Absolutely. Or skulls with arrows in them. You don't know. Yeah.
There was a small bar. I think it was in Bozeman, too. I can't remember the name of it. There was a sign on the outside that said no bicycles, dogs, or something else allowed in the bar. Like the other thing was ridiculous, too. But it just shows you how small and weird. I mean, people probably
small and weird.
Dogs in.
You were going to say weird, weren't you?
I was going to say weird. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
But it's a fun place. If you go and you're going to have a good time.
So far, the two places you mentioned both have alcohol.
Well, yeah, absolutely. What the hell else is there to do in Bozeman? I don't know.
That was it. That's
better call the Visitors Bureau. I got my plans.
Great idea.
Well, we asked that question on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com, and our listeners responded well. You still have time to leave your comment, too, but we're looking for things to do in Bozeman, Montana. We'll come back with that list here shortly.
You're listening to the Fox Morning Show.
Coming up next, Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9 The Fox. And now it's time for Dave's Deep Thought with your radio pal, Dave Jacobs.
On 107.9 The Fox.
My idea of heaven consists of all the things that probably send me to hell.
Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9 The Fox. Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
All right, so once again, our Bison are heading out to Bozeman, Montana for the second round of the FCS playoffs. So on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com, we asked, what are some things to do in Bozeman? We got a lot of great comments here. Some places that I don't think most of us would have known about.
No. Few bars got mentioned. The Bar Muta Triangle. following Red Tractor Pizza, and Red Tractor Pizza was mentioned another time. Dave's Sushi, the Rocking R Bar, that got mentioned too.
Yeah. How about the Gibson Acoustic Guitar Plant? I did not know that was there.
No idea that was there.
Yeah, stop by after you had a few, strum on a guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's good times.
Man, that's pretty cool. Some people are saying go ski in a Big Sky. It's right there.
Yeah. Of course, you're right there next to Yellowstone if you want to drive into Yellowstone.
I think there's a train station you might want to check out.
And Jeff, being a smart aleck that he is, I think there's a football game to watch.
Yeah, a few people said that. But, if you're driving there to the game, what are you driving home? Or are you sticking around for the night? You might want something to do. Somebody mentioned sheep.
What?
Things to do.
Michelle said Old Chicago. Well, now that we don't have one, I guess here's your chance.
There must be an Old Chicago there. Yeah, they got great pizza.
Kelly, she's been there a few times, obviously. She listed a whole bunch of stuff. Bridger Bowl, Bozeman Hot Springs, Backcountry Burger Bar, and Montana Ale Works, which Farley mentioned. So that seems to be a very popular place.
Sounds like a nice place for sure. Museum of the Rockies is there too, somebody mentioned.
Yep. And then there's Zach who said, call Jenny at 867-5309. Well,
he moved to Montana?
Bozeman, of all places.
He's pretty used up. I don't know.
All right. Again, we're looking for some things to do in Bozeman, Montana. Leave your comment on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com.
What's that?
Today is Thursday.
Oh my God, that is so exciting.
No. Wait, what? What is so exciting?
It's almost Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Oh.
That is exciting.
So get excited.
I'm so excited to get started.
Now take your position. It's showtime.
So excited.
Almost the weekend.
And I just can't hide it.
Last day in November. Can you believe that?
Yeah, gee, right?
December 1, tomorrow.
So November 2nd, anyways, is my birthday. So this month basically started with my birthday. Now, feels like that was just yesterday.
And Margie's is the day after you.
Yeah.
She's November 3rd. And I agree. I feel like I just wrapped up her birthday month today because that's what she demands.
Well, we've been spoiled the past few days from Mother Nature, that's for sure. Almost a record high yesterday, got to 50, 52 the record. Today, not so much, but still nice. Really not that bad. 36 for the high. Tonight's low in the teens, and tomorrow back to the 30s. We'll remain in the 30s for the next few days, but they're saying 40s and 50s maybe again next week. So bring it on. That full Fox forecast anytime at 1079thefox.com. We've got 24 at 8:03.
Again, on the last day of November, the 30th, there's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. Well, heads up, that mysterious dog illness that's been making its way through the nation has officially hit here in Fargo, even claimed the life of at least one area dog. Vets from Castleton Vet Service says that the offices everywhere are battling. The Fargo-Moorhead area is not alone in this fight. It's across the U.S. right now. He said he saw 5 alone that day. Said the most difficult part of it is they don't know what's going on.
And maybe the worst time, too, because how many people are leaving around the holidays and putting their dogs into kennels?
They're saying be really careful about that. And if you're running a kennel, you got to be nervous, man. Jeez. Toys are supposed to be fun, but for kids with disabilities, playing with them isn't always possible. But a group of engineering students at NDSU are working to change that this holiday season. NDSU's electrical and computer engineering building felt more like Santa's workshop than a classroom. The soldering, rewiring, modifying, it's a tight space for a big mission, and this group of engineering students are using their talents to make adaptive toys for children of all abilities.
Way to go.
You bet. Subway's going to be adding foot-long cookies to the menu early next year. Select locations are going to give them out for free next Monday, National Cookie Day.
Are they really a foot long?
Yeah, everybody's going to be looking. America's CEOs and hiring managers say that by 2033, 10 years, every job will be a tech job.
Wow.
And tech knowledge will be a must-have for employment, so embrace the hard.
What are we going to do?
Yep. It's your last chance to save any old Gmail accounts before they get deleted. Google announced in May they're going to start deleting accounts that haven't been logged into in over 2 years. That process starts tomorrow.
Okay.
A 10-year-old boy in the UK thinks Apple's nerd emoji is insulting.
Oh.
So he's launched a to petition to have it tweaked. He wants the buck teeth replaced with a smile and for it to name genius emoji.
Oh, there you go.
You might have a point there, huh?
Yeah.
The site Health Digest asks this important question: does farting burn calories?
Oh.
The answer is yes and no.
Oh.
If you have to strain to pass gas, it might burn a calorie or two.
You're going to burn something.
But, yeah. But weight loss experts put it this way, quote, you cannot fart yourself thin. It is not a practical weight loss tool. Yeah, and you could get a little too brave and then lose some weight, change your pants. In music news, John Bon Jovi says a lot of big surprises are in store for the band's 40th anniversary next year. He says he didn't know he had no idea he was that much of a hoarder. We're talking books, photographs, videos, films. The 40th anniversary is going to be all-end-all box set. Bon Jovi's been in Nashville currently working on a new album.
I heard Richie is coming back.
Sambora's coming back.
That's at least what Richie's saying. I don't know. I haven't heard from John.
They changed the locks, Richie.
Yeah. Have you told John, Richie? Have you told him?
Yeah. In advance to Kiss's final live show tomorrow night and Saturday, New York City has prepared a music delight show on the world-famous Empire State Building that's for tonight. Nice. One of the band's most iconic photos was taken on the 86th floor observation deck back in '76. Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons recalled that day. Paul said it was pretty awesome to be up there. We climbed the ladder in those boots. It was a pretty interesting time. Gene said we were nuts. We'd do anything you could imagine. Let's go to the top of the Empire State Building. Hang over the side for a photo. That'll look cool. Let's go. So the ceremonial lighting display set to their 75-hit Rock and Roll All Night will illuminate the building from dusk until 2 a.m. Eastern Time and can be viewed online through the Empire State Building live cam. The illumination will show silver to represent the Kiss logo and red, purple, blue, and green to honor each band's characteristics, iconic colors. And they formed in 1973. Kiss did in New York City, and they will play, again, their final concerts at Madison Square Garden tomorrow and Saturday night.
And then Sunday, they are our artist spotlight. The sad thing is, this might be for real. Like, this might be it this time.
Only because Gene and Paul have that kabuki thing set up for in perpetuity. So no matter where you go, there's going to be a Kiss licensed band that's pretending to be Kiss, and you can still get that experience. It's not going to be the old guys anymore.
Plus, you got the Big Apple doing all this for you. It's not like you can come back and go, "Oh, we were just kidding."
Yeah, right. Making a big deal about it, right? Your hometown, And that's a pay-per-view event, too. If you did want to watch it, you could do that. And finally, Dick Clark was born on this day in 1929. He may be gone, but his legacy in music lives on, as does his brain in a jar on the nightstand next to Ryan Seacrest's bed. And that's your news for now.
Headlines brought to you by JDP Electric. There's only one place you should trust with your home electrical needs, and that's JDP Electric. Call 232-1991 today to experience the JDP difference. Coming up, we want to fill your fridge for the holidays, so make sure you're listening here at about 8:15 for that first keyword of the day. Your sports schedule for today, next.
A fun environment. You talked about 22,000 fans out at their place, and I think it looks like the weather's going to be decent for early December, and I'm sure it'll be a highly contested game on Saturday. So I know our players are looking forward to it, and I got to believe Coach Vegan will have his group ready to go as well.
22,000, that's what our coach is saying, will be in the stands for the FCS playoff game in Bozeman, Montana on Saturday. Got to wonder how many of those will be Bison fans. If you are planning on making the trip with the herd, and you're going to do some tailgating, we've got that ultimate tailgate package up for grabs, presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. Our display of meats on display now.
Yeah, including a signed football and all kinds of cool stuff. How long of a drive is it to Bozeman? Was it about 8 hours?
That's a great question. I would have to guess probably no, not quite that. I'm thinking closer to 6 maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
But I'm just taking a stab at it because I'm feeling as if it's about 4 hours out to Dickinson and then another couple hours past Dickinson yet. So maybe we should Google it.
All right. I'll be sleeping anyway.
But again, to win that ultimate tailgate package, again, presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective, as Dave said, an autographed football from this year's Bison football team, along with that free meat and free booze. Make sure you're a fan of the Fox on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. We'll be drawing one lucky fan tomorrow. Meanwhile, wow, Aaron Rodgers really returned to practice yesterday, exactly 11 weeks after surgery on his torn Achilles. Now, he's cleared for functional football activity, but not contact. So how is that functional football activity? Because the football game that I expect them to play involves contact.
Yes.
This isn't flag football. So I guess he'll wear the red shirt, and that means you can't touch him. Couldn't touch him anyway.
Yeah, you know how he feels about contact.
Yeah, he's got cooties and stuff.
Yeah.
Too soon to say whether Rodgers will play again this season. And I'm sure that's going to also come down to whether or not the Jets are even in the hunt for anything. And as of right now, it looks pretty bleak.
I got a good D, but that's about it.
Week 13 is here. It starts tonight on Thursday Night Football with, I think, a pretty good matchup. The Seahawks and the Cowboys. We'll have to wait and see, but it should be good. The Vikings with a bye here in Week 13. They'll be back in Week 14. No word yet who our quarterback is going to be. Tonight, you also have the Wolves hosting the Jazz, and the Wild are at the Predators. That's your Fox Sports at Fox Forecast. Again, today, mostly sunny and 36. Tonight, still cloudy, low in the teens. And tomorrow, high in the 30s. And that'll remain that way through the weekend. But by next week, they're saying more 40s, maybe even 50s. Check it out at 1079thefox.com. We've got 24 at 8:14.
Yeah, we got a keyword. First one of the day. That's coming up in mere minutes to fill your fridge for the holidays with groceries from Cashwise Foods. Good luck.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
You and Marge do a lot of online shopping.
We do. Yeah, more so nowadays than ever, yeah.
In fact, that's how you bought that recent couch.
That sweet, tiny couch that Marge found.
Not once, but twice, right?
Like a doll couch or something. I don't know.
Well, this is interesting. They say there's an easy online shopping hack. You put stuff in your cart and just leave it there. And sites have been known to track abandoned orders and give out offerings of additional discounts to get you to pull the trigger and buy.
I can confirm that. I can confirm. I do that all the time. And I didn't do it as a hack. I just did it like, oh, I'd love to get this, put it in the cart, and then I leave, you know.
Right.
But then I'll get some kind of a message, and they'll be like, we noticed you still have stuff in your cart. It's just been on sale. It's now 20% off. And I'll be like, oh, all right. And then I'll pull the trigger, you know.
There you go.
So, yeah, that confirmed that does work. I can confirm it.
So, yeah, you should get a message, like Dave said, or an email saying that there's a discount on that.
I mean, it was something I forgot I did.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, oh, it was like a T-shirt place. And they were like, we noticed there's still some things in your queue, you know. It's now cheaper.
Sure. Now, the one risk you could face is that if you leave it too long in your cart and you do want it, hoping to get that discount, but by the time you pull the trigger,
it's gone.
It's either gone or it's too late to get here in time for Christmas.
Yeah, well, then you're a dummy, and it's your own fault.
That's true. But, hey, try it again. Get a deal by just leaving stuff in your cart.
Yeah, I mean, if it's nothing you care it's too much about,
right.
You're like, yeah, I'll roll the bones on this, see if I can get it cheaper. Yeah, go ahead. But if it's something you really want, just get it. We got 3.5 weeks till Christmas.
Right. You still have some time.
You still got time.
So there's a good chance that you might end up with a third tiny couch.
It's supposed to come today.
Hey,
our second tiny couch. The dimensions say it's bigger. So I'll let everybody know.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.